Welcome to the hottest podcast in the roofing industry. Get ready to meet the stars of the rooftops, the shingle sensations, and the gutter gurus. Each month, we'll climb up to the top to shine the spotlight on one remarkable roofer who's nailing it. We'll dive deep into their stories, their triumphs, and the secrets behind their sky-high success. Don't miss out on these industry insights, incredible tales of resilience, and the passion that keeps these roofers at the top of their game. Tune in, subscribe, and follow us on this incredible journey as we crown this month's Roofer of the Month. Hello, everyone. My name is Megan Ellsworth here at RoofersCoffeeShop.com, and we are back with the April Roofer of the Month, and I am so honored and excited to be celebrating our April Roofer of the Month. That is Janney Roofing. Hi, guys. How are you?
We're doing great. Doing great. How are you doing, Megan?
I'm doing so well. I'm so excited to chat with you.
As are we.
Yay. So why don't you gentlemen just introduce yourselves? Derek, go first. Tell us a little bit about you and Janney Roofing.
Perfect. Thank you, Megan. Yes, I'm Derek Janney, president of Janney Roofing. We're based out of Orlando, which is our headquarters, but we have offices in Tampa and Jacksonville and cover a lot of region in Florida. We're a part of a larger group that's Legacy Restoration and Southern Renovation and Roofing. And so our group altogether is the largest residential roofer in the nation now. So we represent the Florida circuit of that. Yeah, so it's a really big deal that just happened for us.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's huge. Congrats.
Yes, and it all started here. I was a 19-year-old kid during Hurricane Charlie. And a guy told me, "Do you want to sell a roof?" And I said, "What does sell a roof mean?" And I went out with him the next day.
Yep.
He sold 3 and I decided I think I like this job. And I've stuck with roofing ever since. Did a few other things in between with some nonprofit and some church work, but really have stuck with it. And we're proud of Janney Roofing. You'll get to hear more about it today. And Todd's been with me. He's known me since I was 11 years old.
That's right.
Amazing.
But Todd's been with me as a right-hand guy in leadership training. The first sales guy that I ever hired was Todd. And now he's over our entire brand of leadership development. So he's a mentor of mine.
Cool. Amazing. Well, Todd, tell us a little bit
Derek's been
about
a mentor
yourself.
of mine as well. So thank you for that, brother.
Thank you.
Oh.
Oh, sweet, Mel.
That's so sweet. Okay, Todd. So what's your role? And tell us a little bit about you.
No worries. I've done a little bit of everything, but as Derek said, came on as first sales guy. We built the team from scratch and to become what we are today. My current occupation is, if I could say that, is the corporate trainer for Janney Roofing, and also taking on a new role with the platform Legacy Restoration nationwide. So it's exciting to see the growth and the opportunities. It's really, like I said in the video last year, the opportunities are endless, and I'm excited to be a part of that. We're going places, and I'm glad to be along for the ride.
It's a fun ride, I bet.
It is, indeed.
So you said you do a lot of residential work. What would you say is Janney's specialty?
I would say our go-to, what our specialty is asphalt shingles. So
Nice.
We are
Okay.
with Owens Corning currently. We're one of about 800 platinum contractors. I'm sure you're familiar with the programs.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, this is my last year to be one of the advisory board members. So we've really got to have a front seat to what's going on in the industry. But 85% of what we do is asphalt shingles. And our installation process is second to none. We put on entire roof systems, not just,
That's right.
Mix and match.
Frankenstein roofs is what I call them.
There's a lot of guys who are trying to do the bare minimum. But asphalt shingles is our go-to. We do our own metal. We fabricate our own metal, standing seam. We do tile roofs. We do all types of roofs. TPO, we've done coatings. But our go-to every day, Megan, is asphalt shingles.
Okay, very cool. That's amazing. We love OC. We love Owens Corning. Okay, this is my favorite question because every company is a little bit different in company culture and what you stand for. So share something with us that Janney Roofing celebrates. It can be, actual holidays or birthdays. It could be company culture. It could be anything under the sun. So what do y'all over there celebrate?
I'm going to let Todd answer first. I have a lot, but I want to hear what he has to
No,
say.
I appreciate it. Well, everything you mentioned, we do. The biggest thing about Janney, of course, being a family company is how we started, is we treat everybody like family.
Love it.
We love each other. We honor each other. We're loyal. We got each other's backs. We celebrate the wins. We have great dialogue. Just anything we can do to make ourselves get better, we challenge ourselves to get better. And that's the biggest thing about our culture. And I've heard it spoken one time that whatever is written on the walls is also felt in the halls. And that is the culture of Janney Roofing. So it's really powerful that we have a chance to do that every day. And I think beyond that is the culture. We don't just do roofing per se, is we give back. And our 4 core pillars are honesty is always first. Integrity, being a person of your word. Number 3 is quality, and that's quality of labor, materials, and warranty. And then lastly is generosity, and not just money, time as well. And we've had the pleasure and privilege to be a part of so many different things.
Yeah, that's right.
And one of the coolest things we get a chance to do is support an organization called World Hope, which is in Nairobi, Kenya, that Derek's father started more than 20 years ago. I've been there. Derek's probably been there 100 times. So we don't just come to work to do roofing. We know that a portion of everything that we do at the day-to-day goes overseas and goes around our country and around our town to help make a difference in people's lives. And our mantra is, and our mission statement is, we're trying to change the world one roof at a time.
Changing the world one roof at a time. And our people know that and believe it.
I love that.
It's on it's on all of our trucks. It's everywhere. We're here to make a difference and give back. It's, to whom much is given, much is required.
Right.
But when you talk about celebrating, I would say what we celebrate the most is our people.
True.
So we have a bi-monthly staff meeting. And so Todd just talked about these 4 words, right? Honesty, quality, integrity, and generosity. And once a month, 4 people from our leadership team will celebrate somebody who's exemplified one of those traits. So we celebrate that. We celebrate the person who gets the most reviews. We're the highest rated roofer in the state of Florida. 98.6% of our reviews are 5-star reviews. And so we have a team that works very hard on that. And as soon as a review comes in, actually the guy who's on the other side of this camera helping us, his wife works for us, and she puts those in the chat, and we all get so excited about these 5-star reviews. Because I'd say that if we become not the highest rated roofer, we've got to strip that off all the trucks. That'll cost us more money. So please keep them coming.
There you go.
But we celebrate our people. The greatest achievement we've gotten is not being the highest rated roofer. It's being 2 out of the last 3 years the best place to work in Orlando. And that's voted by our people. There's nothing I can do about that.
Now, ironically, Derek did not know this, but the shirt that I'm wearing is from 2 years ago. The highest rated, best place to work.
Oh, that's cool.
On my shirt right here on the sleeve that he is talking about. We did not discuss this. This is totally unplanned, but that's a high accolade because it's voted up by our people.
Wow, that is a high accolade. That's huge.
It's fun for us because it means the people that we care about, they notice it, right? And they notice that we care about them. I tell people this. It used to be my job. I was the only one. I used to go pull the permits, get the material, sell the roof, supervise the roof, blah, 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 you name it. And now we've got enough people that do all that. And I say, now my job as the president is to take care of you, the people. My job is to make good choices for our team. So if you're not doing your job and I got to do your job for you, you're in trouble. Because I'm trying to make sure you can pay your mortgage and you can pay for school and do all those things. So our people are what we celebrate. We do an awards banquet, which will come up. The date's coming out, but it's in May. And we have in each department an MVP. We have 4 departments now, and we celebrate our MVPs who have exemplified the best. They get voted on. It's a really neat thing that happens. We get guys who sales guys get a certain accolade for a certain number of sales they get. So that's what we celebrate. We celebrate wins, and we celebrate a lot. My dad always says, Derek, you celebrate too much. I'm like, you've got to celebrate the wins.
You got to celebrate.
You have to.
Yeah, you have to. And people got to know that's something that we're excited about. That's the benchmark. So,
I tell you, I've been with Derek since a long time. I'm not an old man. I'm a young man with old hair. I'm a young man with old hair, I tell people. But I was actually on my downturn, had ready to go with some other thing else. And Derek said, hey, man, can you join me and help me build this thing the right way? And I tell you what, he has re-energized me, and we celebrate. It's a big deal. And
that's awesome.
Thank you for that, Derek, helping us get excited about what we do every day. It's a great honor.
Thank you, Todd.
That's awesome. And I mean, Orlando's not a small town. So to be, the best employer or place to work in Orlando, that's huge. That's like thousands and thousands of
just
people.
To clarify that, there's different groupings.
True. Medium-sized company.
Yeah, there's based on our size company. So there's probably 4 groupings, but I want to be full disclosure. We weren't out of everybody.
True.
But in our division, there was probably 100 people they submitted, or more that submitted, 100 that got accepted, and then we were number 1 out of that.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
We're hoping to get it this year.
Well, congrats.
Yeah. Thank you.
Congrats. Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, so how would you two, and Janney Roofing define superior customer service?
I'll let you take that one.
Yeah, this is my favorite topic. So I like to, one of my favorite books, which you should read, is Excellence Wins by Horst Schultz. He's one of the founders of the Ritz-Carlton. And I stumbled on this book, and it revolutionized the way we did business. We were a good roofing company, but we coined this phrase that we're a customer service company that just so happens to do roofing. So servicing the customer, I mean, we have customer service agents who are talking to them on a regular basis. We have touch points beyond all belief where we're bringing you a coffee mug at the beginning. I'm going to let Todd tell you the process of sales because it's very customer centric. But we want to be the Ritz-Carlton of roofing. So there's nothing against Holiday Inn. We don't want to be the Holiday Inn. We want to be the Ritz-Carlton of roofing. So the bar is set so high. I mean, even our packets that we give out to homeowners, I went and picked out specific paper cardstock, and I went through picking it to make sure it was going to look right and be perfect. And we didn't just put the J logo on the front, we embossed it. Because what does that tell a customer? If they focus on these details so well, that's how they're going to focus on our job.
Yes.
And we always want them to leave as raving fans, right? Telling everybody about us. I mean, when you look at these reviews, they're listing multiple people. They're talking about their supervisor, sales rep, the customer service agent, and you can get multiple individual names in these 5-star reviews. You're winning with your customers. So we just try to do a step above, and excellence is the bar. That is the goal. We're not going to hit it every time. But if we said great was the goal, then we would get good. Excellence is the goal.
That's right.
And we want to be perfect. We're not going to be, but you have to set the bar that high. So customers feel that and see it. You know, they see the first class side of it. Yeah,
the 2 words you'll never hear at Janney Roofing when it comes to quality and everything we do is good enough. We don't do things good enough. Excellence is the goal. Perfection, only one perfect person ever to walk the earth. We celebrate that coming up next week with Easter. But that's the difference. And you know what? Derek is one of the most creative and ingenious minds that I've met in my life. He sees things that most people can't see. The attention to detail and marketing is, I've told you before, it's amazing. But here's the thing.
I got to pay him for saying all
yeah,
this.
wow. You're hyped, man.
Created, here's the thing. Derek creates, and it bleeds over to us. So we catch it. It's not taught, it's caught. The passion we have is caught.
I like that.
And what he has able to do is create a customer experience. That's what we provide, is a customer experience. No other roofing company that we know of that does what we do, the way we do it. Nobody makes the connections we do with our clients the way we do it. They come away like, man, our industry, unfortunately, has a black eye a lot of times because of how people treat their clients and how the things that they go through in business practices. We stay away from that. We want to separate ourselves based on the integrity and character of our company and our family values and our Christian culture. All those things are what we separate ourselves. And customer experience is number one.
So I say this, we have this little thought process that we're making positive deposits. So the customer has an experience from the time they try to get you to come do an estimate, whether they call in for that, whether they go online, was the online experience good for them? Was the phone call good for them? That's the first customer touch. True. It's either a negative withdrawal or a positive deposit. And you go all along the way. Did the sales guy show up on time? Did we present well? Were they late? That's a negative. We're trying to get up to the point where we have the build of the roof, which is the toughest part. You know, what if a shingle falls and slashes your screen? Well, if you have all these positive deposits, they're going, it's not that big of a deal because these guys are great. So everybody knows they're a part of making this journey of the customer.
Yes.
We've coined it, it's the Janney difference.
That's right.
You know, we're down here in Disney World, so we want to make a magical experience with us that you leave going, I wish I could do my roof again. Nobody says that, right? But man, I wish those people would come back and bang on my roof. So, you know, if we're passionate about it, obviously you can tell. And so we missed the mark. I mean, I talk to customers that are upset with us, and you're gonna mess up. We're gonna drop the ball. It's what do you do with that mess up?
Yes.
And that's just a character lesson in general.
Derek's always said, finish strong.
Yep.
So then how you start all the time is how you finish.
That's right.
And that's our goal all the time. It's huge.
We could have honestly gone on for that for about another 30 minutes.
Well, we can keep going. The next question kind of slides right into it. So, I mean, why should homeowners work with Janney Roofing? You've named so many things.
I'll let Todd close it. I believe, I tell everybody on our staff, we have probably 40 sales reps now. Todd does the training, and I'll pop in. I don't have a formal role in it, but I'll pop in and I typically say the same thing. I could go on a lie detector test right now and you, Megan, could say, Derek, are you guys the best company in Orlando? I would pass it in flying colors because we're the best is why they should use us. Because we do every roof as if it's our mother's roof.
That's exactly right.
It's my grandpa or grandma's roof. And you have our word. We will make things right. We will always do the best we can. And the backing that we have now, right? We don't really get to say this often, but to be over $300 million revenue organization with the support and resources we have, a customer's safe. We're not going to close doors and walk out.
Yeah.
And just looking at what other customers have said, you can't make that up, right? The best thing we have going for us is say, just if you haven't looked at our reviews, just go online and then call us back, right? And they're ready to go. Yeah. They're ready to go. So why us? Because we're the best choice there is. I mean, look, we're not always going to be the most inexpensive, but there's a statement in life that says you get what you pay for.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And we will be here when the going gets tough. If there is a problem, we are going to answer the phone and we'll show up to fix it. Now, we don't want to have any problems, but the reason they should use us is because it is an experience and we're passionate about our customers. Yeah. That's my take.
That's true. And value. People want value. They work hard for what they have and want to make sure they're making good investment. Are we the cheapest? No. We were voted best in Orlando. We weren't voted the cheapest because you get what you pay for, just like you said. And, we do roofing systems. We have service. We have warranty, everything we back up. I mean, it's just different. And you know what? Both of us are homeowners. So we put ourselves in the homeowner's shoes or in their house. And we don't just talk about price. That's the last thing we talk about. What kind of company do you want to work with? What's important to you? What help us make you part of the Janney Roofing family. And at the end of the day, we also want to say good things about us so they can refer their friends and neighbors to us.
Yeah.
And the highest compliment is getting a referral. Or when you're doing it long enough, where you're now doing their kids' roofs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's huge. That's huge.
So maybe you are old, Todd.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
I love it. Okay, so man, we're flying through these. You guys are professionals.
When you're passionate about what you do, you don't have to rehearse.
That's right.
Exactly. Why is Janney Roofing an R Club member? And what's one of your favorite things about Roofers Coffee Shop?
Well, you guys, we're an R Club because of you. When I had the privilege of sitting down with your mom, Heidi Ellsworth, your fearless leader and our mentor as well, at the FRSA conference in Orlando last year, she had given us an opportunity to become a member of our club. And I even have the little pin on my lapel that I shared with you earlier. So a little R Club pin. It's been a tremendous asset. And then the cool thing is not just me and not just a few of our leaders, but when you guys gave us the opportunity as a company-wide to actually participate and have a 1-year free subscription to the R Club and have all the access to all the articles and all the resources and stuff, it's a tremendous deal. And of course, last year when I shared doing the soft skills training that Jeremy Cadrat, our executive vice president, found online with the metal coffee shop, and it's just been a game changer for our production team. So the R Club is a part of us because we're a part of you. Yeah, we thank you for that.
Well, the soft skills training that was done, that was one of the most, those production guys couldn't stop talking about how amazing that was. And so literally, I mean, Todd went in and did that, but it was awesome. So yeah, I mean, I think just knowing the resources that you bring to us, to bring to our team, you have a little bit for everybody. It's not just sales centric. There's a lot to learn. So to be a part of this is a big deal for us.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, tell your mom we said so.
That just makes my heart sing. There you go. I will. I absolutely will. Well, gentlemen, we've gotten down to the last question, and this is probably the best question. And it is, what would your walk-up song be? So you're walking out onto a sports field, the big game. What's the song that's playing behind you?
Todd, you can go first.
Wow. Well, mine is usually to a deaf audience, so I'm not sure. That's not true. I did a charity event not too long ago, and the song I walked out for is called "Walking on Sunshine." I think the Cranberries is the group. Yeah, I'm walking on sunshine. That was the song I came out to. So that's the only thing that comes to mind currently. That's
a great one.
So my favorite one, I had an opportunity to win 40 Under 40. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
And I got to pick my song. I forgot the name of it, but it's by Drake. and it's called Big Rings because it says, I got a really big team. They need some really nice things because I say to people, any of these little individual words I've gotten, I just happen to be the name, but it's all of us who have done it. I couldn't do any of this without it. So anything that's team, but Big Rings is the song. Big Rings by Drake.
If it changed mine, it'd probably be the original theme to Rocky or Eye of the Tiger. Those are my two other ones.
Oh, yes.
You know,
I can
those
see
are
that.
good.
Back to the 80s.
Great choices.
What would be your walkout song?
Oh man, everyone always does this to me.
And?
I don't know. I think it would probably be it would be Silver Springs by Fleetwood Mac.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, the 1997 live taping specifically.
Say, you must be an old but young girl. That's cool. Fleetwood Mac.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much and congratulations on being the April Roofer of the Month. I can't think of another company that deserves it more.
Wow, we're honored. Thank you for having us part of that. It's a big deal for us to be recognized.
Thank you, Megan, for the time and for doing this.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's our pleasure. Everyone out there, go check out the Janney Roofing directory on Roofers Coffee Shop and Ask a Roofer. And then if you're on the Orlando, Florida area, check them out. Look at their reviews, look at their website, and what are you doing? Hire them.
There you go.
So, gentlemen, thank you so much, and we'll be seeing you at the coffee break in a couple weeks. That's a wrap on this month's episode of Roofer of the Month. Thanks for joining us on this journey. We'll catch you next time for more rooftop celebrations. Make sure to subscribe and follow the RoofersCoffeeShop.com podcast page for more. And go to RoofersCoffeeShop.com or AskARoofer.com for more information.